morning. This is Miss Croup. For our project this week, we're going to design our very own birthday crown. So we're reading the story, The Birthday Crown, about Queen Elizabeth II, who is the Queen of England. She lives all the way across the Atlantic Ocean from us in England. And this is a fiction book about her, so it's not a true story, but she is a real person. The Birthday Crown by David Callie and Kate Slater. There is huge excitement at the palace. It's the Queen's birthday, and this year it's a very special one. The Queen will be 90 years old. In the palace, Mr. Wiggins, the Master of Ceremonies, is in charge of organizing the celebrations. Is the palace spick and span? Is the garden perfect? Have all the Queen's horses been brushed and groomed? And all the uniforms ironed for all the Queen's men? Let's see now. Her Majesty's shoes? Ah, yes. Her Majesty's gown? Beautiful. But, we still need to find the right birthday crown. Your Majesty, you have been sent some spectacular crowns to celebrate this very special birthday. Would you like to try them on now? What about this one? This has come from the royal jeweler. Don't you think that it looks as if it might be a tiny bit heavy? Perhaps this one from the royal gift shop? Brr, it suddenly feels rather cold in here. This one is lovely. It has been sent by the royal greengrocer. Very lovely and very delicious, but perhaps not very regal. This one comes from the royal gardeners. It's perfectly charming. Very pretty, but it's making the royal corgis sneeze. That's the little dogs down here. What about something a little more unusual? This has come from the royal beekeepers. Well, it's certainly a sweet idea, but how will I be able to hear anything with all that buzzing? I'm sorry, Your Majesty. What did you say? I didn't hear you. Then how about this, Your Majesty, from the royal aviary? I'd rather celebrate with my feet on the ground. No birds? How about something modern? I don't think this is really my style. Or a bit more traditional? Oh dear, no, Mr. Wiggins, not at all. From the royal stables. Well, I like horses, but this is not really what I had in mind. Now this one from the royal chocolate makers. This is magnificent. Lovely, Mr. Wiggins, but I prefer eating dessert, not wearing it. Or this one, Your Majesty, from the royal candle makers. Oh dear. Uh-oh, the curtains are on fire. Oh, Your Majesty, I don't know what else to suggest. Look, Granny, we made a crown for you. Oh, you really made that for me? It's absolutely lovely. Thank you, dear. But, Majesty, it's a paper crown. Yes, it is, and the color goes very well with my birthday gown. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wiggins? The end. So she wore the crown made by her grandsons instead. And you're going to be making your very own crown, okay? So think about all the ones that we saw in the story and how you're going to make yours. Have fun.